Welcome back on this Monday morning to video 2. I've already done a full video on African parks, but again, we have another interesting update. You guys just are not going to believe this, so let's just jump in and get there, shall we? Let's go. Let's go back in time to 2016, when Harry was in Malawi with African Parks as part of their initiative to move 500 elephants to a safer home. And so there were pictures and video taken over 3 weeks of Harry transporting these elephants that have been anesthetized, so they're sleeping, loading them onto trucks or into trailers. And in one image that they're saying is funny, you have a bull elephant with a rope around its leg trying to escape with all of these people hanging onto the rope trying to, keep it. Okay, so again, this is all set up by African Parks, and Harry said, they need to be moved to another place. This is the most efficient and least invasive way we can do it, and after 3 weeks, there is zero stress on these animals, and they're going from one beautiful place to another beautiful place, okay? And they moved these animals 200 miles. Well, I want to thank Scarfy on Twitter for bringing this to my attention. So in July of 2022, they had moved more than 250 elephants, okay? And this was a three-way operation, again, between Malawi's National Park Service and 2 NGOs, which is the International Fund for Animal Welfare and the African Parks, which we know that Prince Harry is president of African Parks for 6 years before he went to the board of directors in 2023. Now, the movement of these elephants was the largest of its kind ever attempted. 7 people have been killed as these animals keep leaving the park area where they're supposed to be contained. Now, African Parks, whose involvement with this location ended last year, will not publicly comment. And they're saying now that Prince Harry was not involved in this translocation with African Parks, therefore he's not responsible. Are you kidding me? Now, we know all about the African Park scandal. I did a video on it that was released on April 15th. Video number 3, it's titled African Park Scandal Update. I will put a link to that at the very top of the description box if you want to go back and cover everything that happened before and everything up until April 15th, because now we have another update. I'm not kidding. Here we go. Fresh claims for Harry to step down from his animal charity because there have been more allegations of abuse from its staff. They're torturing suspected poachers, and apparently they have a new method of torture called the swing method. What it entails is they hog tie a victim, they put their hands and feet behind their back, suspend them in the air, and spin them while they're beaten with sticks. It's known as Campbellwa, supposedly, and it's being claimed that it forces people to speak. We know in January they began the investigation into these separate allegations of torture and assaults that were being done, but now this has come out. We know that a Dutch journalist spent 3 years investigating this charity. He's got firsthand testimony from the victims, the abusers, the people who were abused. Everything's been presented, and Harry has not said a word. Now, Mr. Kaliwa, who is an ex-employee at Garamba Park, said that the aggressive military approach to protecting the wildlife is being instilled in the guards by the instructors, who are usually from France or South Africa or Israel. And these people are trained that the poacher is the enemy and he must be neutralized. Now, African Parks had no problem coming back with a statement saying that Mr. Kaliwa was dismissed for poaching a buffalo and a warthog while on patrol. So if they're able to come back and make comments about Mr. Kaliwa, why can't they make statements about the rest of this stuff going on? Now, this same guard had more to say, said, we viewed the poachers as enemies who needed to be neutralized, and he admitted that they used the swing torture. He admitted that he used it. Understand that the book by the Dutch journalist, his book, which was called Entrepreneurs in the Wild, which details everything that was going on with former and current staff at Africa Parks, By the time that book came out, the investigation supposedly in January had already been initiated. So all of this is going on, and as per, before, Harry has literally stuck his head in the sand and is saying nothing, not a peep. All right, you guys, as I've told you before, as each update comes, I will continue to give you updates on this story. We will stay on top of this, okay? Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button and follow me over to video 3. Let's go.